Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 16 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of Project Architect 2. So here's the plan for today. I would like to amp up my power generation, because as you can see, I'm running lowish on power. Well, not really. So I have a Niotic Furnator, which runs actually very quickly and burns through charcoal very quickly. I'm doing okay on charcoal production as it sits right now, but we're definitely burning through the stuff very fast. That said, the reason we're burning through it so fast is because I left my miner running. And the reason I left my miner running is because I want more EMC. So this thing's just sitting here chugging along, doing its job. And it's doing a great job, and I'm very happy with it. It's already generated, a few more dark matter for me, which is nice. And I'm going to leave it running, and we'll come back to it in a few minutes and see how it looks. So we're at 4.5-ish right now, so when we get back to it in a few minutes, we should have even more. So my plan is this. I need more EMC, period. So I want to continue ramping up EMC production. One of the first ways I'd like to do that is to amp up power generation so that we can kind of leave that quarry running a little bit passively. And just not have to go there, turn it on for a little bit, and then when we rely on power, turn it off. I don't want to do that no more. I want to have enough power gen that we can just leave that quarry running. Now I don't know if a single Furnator will be able to handle that, but I'm going to start with Furnators, and then we're going to probably ramp up into other kinds of power gen. We've got Furnators, we've got Magmators, which now that I have unlimited lava could be cool. Because I think lava has EMC, right? Does it? I don't actually know. Because it's so I can at least use this somehow to generate lava. I would expect. I could probably use. I'm sure there's something I can do with that, right? We could do a Magmator. Even if we did Spirited, that's going to generate 8,000 RF per tick, right? How much do we get from the Spirited Furnator? That's also 8,000. So they're about the same, these two. And then there's Spirited Thermogen, which generates 800 FE per tick. Wasn't this 45,000 in the last pack I played? I think it was, but I'm guessing it was tuned up, right? And then this dude can generate 100,000 FE per tick if I get into the reactors, which I may do sooner than later. But then we also have this reactors mod, which might be a cool way to go too. Again, trying to do things differently. It's been a while since I really played or did anything cool with big reactors. So that's the plan. So let's check in on our minor 49er here. So you wound up at 12. Not bad. Better sleep though, because monsters. Having that thing running and being passive is cool. I'm going to turn you off now because we're going to be low on power pretty soon. And then you should be cool to get this going. So let me take my dark matter. Let me build up a little bit more EMC, and then we'll come back and implement the plans that I just discussed. Now, how am I going to get emeralds because they don't have EMC? You'll find out. All right, so I'm thinking Easy Villagers sounds cool. Let's check out this mod. I don't know that I've ever played with it that much, except maybe in one or two Skyblocks. So I don't know if you noticed this chest sitting here all last episode, but I left it here so that I wouldn't forget that I did this thing. So between last episode and the previous one before that, I actually went through the village nearby, the one up here, and stole some villagers. And as you may or may not know from the Easy Villagers mod, you just, shift right click them and you've picked them up, and that's cool, right? So then you can trade with them. So I can stick a villager in the trader, and then I can trade with him. So if I got a bunch of bones, for example, and then I did this. Now that's not the best trades I've ever managed, but it kind of gets the job done. And then we can get some spider eyes. And that's cool. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's also an auto trader. Is that right? Is that what auto trader? Oh, and it needs netherite. All right, so I can't upgrade the existing trader, but with netherite, I can have an auto trader here, right? So I guess I boop, boop. Oh, look at that. Cool. And then we can just, like, essentially decide, you know, what the... So, like, if I do that, that's cool. Nice. Okay. That's nifty, right? Now, can I also put bones in there? Or no? That I don't know the answer to. So do I have to designate what my auto trade is? And then he can trade, right? Okay, that's a little less cool. I'm not sure which course I would like to go in this one. I do like, you know, Buddy Villager. I might get a few more. Now, what's cool about this is the redstone and iron keeps restocking. Yeah. Oh, it's cool. Oh, is it cool? It's so cool. It's so cool. It's the coolest of cool, right? So then over here we can snag like this engineer dude, right? Who loves to trade redstone for emeralds. So now I can just get like redstone and get emeralds. Now here's another cool thing. I would imagine at some point we can like get some kind of cool smart trades happening, right? I wonder if there's like an EMC-ish gain we could get. That would be neat. So it looks like he's done trading this, but over time he'll restock. Now, can I tick accelerate him to get him to restock? That's a question. We'll tick accelerate him a bunch and see if his restock happens sooner on account of the fact that he's tick accelerated. Now, I don't know if it like just takes time. Villagers restock up to 2 times a day. I don't know, like, what counter is being used there. Like, is there a ticking counter on this tile entity? If that's the answer, then tick accelerating should work. I don't know. This guy can do more of you. So let's, like, pick these dudes up and see what kind of other cool villagers we've got. And we'll probably eventually move these guys, right? So Forester, Hunter we already have, Engineer we already have, Oceanographer I'll take. And you know what I'll do is I'll do another Hunter. Because I know Hunters are going to be, like, pretty cool. And for now you can chill, and then we'll, like, decide what else is neat. So, like, okay. So that's definitely not a great trade right there, but, I mean, we could... Flower pots... 192 versus 144. So flower pots is where we go. And those also have EMC. So, like, here's how I get a bunch of EMC out of this dude, right? Do I have vines? I don't, do I? I do not know vines, but I could get vines. Ooh, birch saplings. I could get a birch sapling. Do we have birch forests somewhere? Bamboo. I think there's vines over here, by the way. I'm not sure if I'm immediately seeing birch. I'm sure we can find some eventually. Or there might be a way to, like, convert, right? Are these pine taga? Oh, let's pop over to our miner. These are vines, right? Why, yes, they are, actually. Sweet. And then you can go in there, and that's cool. And what about birch, sapling, and trees? Anybody see any nearby? Sometimes it takes me a minute to remember I have Creative Flight when I first get it. Oh, what do we got over here? Is that another village? Yes, it is. I'm not going to go mess with them too much just yet, but it's good to note that they exist. Really big village, too. Oh, that might be birch leaves. Birch leaves! Woohoo! And home we go. Cool. So, well, we'll see. There we go. And then birch. Cool. So this is like how I'm going to start messing with, you know, what these guys can do, right? Because I got to imagine there's going to be like, oh, look at that. Oh, for 2 emeralds, we get a sea lantern? That feels like a great EMC conversion, right? So if we automated this, that could be cool, right? I could do that. Ooh. I like this. That could be a cool EMC. Because, like, basically it's going to be, like, trade some saplings, like 192 EMC times 2. So, like, you know, 400-ish. And then we take those 2 and turn it into 14,000 EMC. So 400 EMC becomes 14,000 EMC. Now, they have to refresh their trades over time, so it'll, like, not run constantly. But, like, that's another cool way to go, right? This villager agrees. It's very much a cool way to go. I like it. Hooray! Refreshed, right? And then we can get, like, gunpowder. Right? And this dude can do the same. It looks like he refreshed and got, like, a new batch of trades, right? So, like, there's totally EMC dupable ways to play this, right? You're going to need, clearly, you know, a little bit of time. We can get our vines now. So basically just automate trading with these dudes. And we could probably come up with some really nice ways to generate large amounts of EMC. Sweet. Moss blocks. I could find moss blocks. It's a lot of EMC for an emerald, but, like, to do more of this, right? Spruce saplings, dark oak saplings, I'm sure we could find those. And then I think this is your key guy here. This oceanographer is where you're going to be able to quickly convert large amounts of emeralds into very large amounts of EMC. That's kind of cool. Because that's a lot, right? Like, how much is that compared to dark matter? Oh, I mean, it's not that much, but it's still, like, a lot, right? Definitely a thing. Yeah, I'm on board with this. Okay. So, you stuff can go away. There we go. Nice. Alright. So, on one hand, we've got a lot of emeralds, which we can use for our stuff, right? And if we set up auto traders on these guys, we could basically, like, what I should do is I should upgrade all them. Now, I think we can do something else with these. Hold on, I want to check this out. Easy villagers. So, converter. I think that's the thing that I need. Let's see. There's an easy villagers mod. I'm gonna look it up, but I'm pretty sure the converter can be used. Converts villagers to zombie villagers and then cures them afterwards, enabling the player that placed the block better trades from the cured villager. This block needs a golden apple, any type of potion of weakness, and the villager to convert. This process takes approximately 5 minutes. Okay. So that's cool. Let's check that out. So if I got a converter block, how do we get mossy cobble in this pack? Well, I can do that, can't I? Bing, bang, boom. Cool. right? So if I were to place, right, let's pick somebody who's cool, like this dude, for example, right? I'm going to take him out of here. Here. And then we'll pop that dude down, right? So we're going to need a golden apple. Okay. And then a potion of weakness, it said. Does it tell me, like, how to use... like a JEI. Oh, look at that, cool. Alright, so you put a villager in, you get a golden apple and a potion of weakness, and out comes a better villager, right? And I assume it's any, so it's a fermented spider eye. Really? It doesn't... It's one step for a potion of weakness? Is that it? Is there no... Don't you need another word? Super confused by that. Do I have mushrooms? I do have mushrooms. Eye and mushroom. And I've got a potion-y dude, don't I? Yeah, it's over here. Sweet. Do I have a bucket of water? I do. I really need... You and you? And that's it? Is that true? I guess so. Right. So then I put my villager, my golden apple, my potion of weakness, and my villager, right? And then... Aha! He did the thing. So I'm just going to make it a little bit faster. It says it takes 5 minutes for him to convert, right? Hey, wow, that was quick. Sweet. So now he likes me more and gives me better deals. What I'll do is I will... This guy... Put him up there. Hey, look at that! He does like me more and give me better deals. Wow, that's a lot better deals. I like that. I like some... Look, so like... Much better in terms of this, but like way, way, way better in terms of this, right? Like 1 emerald for like a blaze rod? That ain't terrible. 2 emeralds for a gas tier? That's super good. Ooh, 2 emeralds for a rabbit's foot. I'll take that because I don't have rabbit's feet. Thank you. Rabbit's foot EMC, right? But like 1 emerald to get 2 emeralds for a gas tier? Like, that ain't too bad. We could absolutely do some kind of passive EMC farm with traders like this, right? So he's a master, so he's good now, right? Does doing that, like, level them up? That's an exceptional question that I don't have a great answer to. Like, I kind of want to level this dude up more. But that was, like, really easy to do. So... I'm going to get more spider eyes. I'm going to get more bottles. I'm going to do this. What is it, 7 that I've got now? No, 8. Cool. So that was great. Let's try it with Florist Expert, right? So what I'm going to do is pop you out. And in here, we put Golden Apple, Potion of Weakness, Villager. And at 16x speed, right? he should be done in under 30 seconds. That's almost cheating. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Right? And then Florist goes in there. And wow, those are good trades. Look, so now it's 1 flower pot to get an emerald. That is awesome. That is super awesome. Now, did he upgrade? He did not. So he didn't upgrade at all. But that, like, I'm okay with, like, that's fine. Yeah? For sure. Right? So you, and you. And then boom. Cool. You, and you. So will he auto-start the next one? He's done with the previous. Thinking the answer is yes. Sweet. 14 redstone now for an emerald. So I can definitely get, like, lots of... So we should automate this. If we turned all of these guys... If we leveled them up all the way to max, right? Got them the best outcome possible, right? Look at that. 1 sapling for an emerald now? That's insane. We gotta get other saplings. Spruce and dark. We gotta go find some spruce and dark saplings real quick, folks, because that's a bananas level trade. I think these guys are spruce, no? Pine leaves. That was close. Willow leaves. Redwood leaves? These different leaves. Cypress. Pine. Pine. Willow. Pine. I might come back when I find what I'm looking for, because clearly this is not it. Found some spruce. Sweet. Now I wouldn't mind dark oak. I bet I could trade dark oak saplings from this dude. Well, I can also world transmute acacia from jungle from spruce. Nice. We could play this game. Hold on. I have a thingy. I have a thingy. Jungle sapling. Acacia sapling. Dark oak sapling. Boom. Didn't even know that was a thing, did you? Nope, me neither. So now, if we got some dark oak and spruce, and we went to our this dude. That is cool. That is exceptional. Now jungles are on the list. How great is that? Huh? Not bad at all. So we're definitely going to want this guy to upgrade, right? I'm going to say, yeah, definitely. Because that'll give me a way cheaper version of that stuff, right? So you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. We're going to want this dude to also get upgraded. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put the one with the good result over here. Okay? So look at that. Now we're down to 1 emerald equals a sea lantern stack. That is awesome. So look at that. 215,000 EMC for like a handful of emeralds. Isn't that awesome? I feel like it's awesome. Ooh, sponges. Just so I have them for EMC purposes. Task complete sponge, right? So then, boom, a ton of that stuff, right? And then we just have to like wait for the trades to restock, which shouldn't be too big a deal. And then we can use auto traders here and be like, hey, each one of these dudes, whichever has the best trade, because the auto trader, unfortunately, looks like the auto trader can only auto trade one thing, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like you have to like pick and choose which dude. Come on, finish up. Which trade you want to do. Which kind of stings, because it would be cool if you could like auto trade like any resource. Thank you. Right? So like, yeah, you kind of have to like pick. So my thought is we get the best trade. We do the math on like, hey, this takes however much to make an emerald, right? We figure out what's cheaper, 12 spider eyes, right? Yeah, 12 spider eyes is going to be cheaper than 20 of those, right? And gunpowder is 192, so I feel like spider eyes, even though it's 8. So 192 times 8 is 1536, and 128 times 12 is 1536. So these are actually equivalent in terms of their EMC cost, right? So for this trade, right, we would auto it. We could probably just do gunpowder, right? So we would take him, we'd put him in here, we'd do the gunpowder trade, and then we just hopper in gunpowder, right? Or laser IO or whatever, right? And it'll sit there and it'll keep trading. Okay? And then eventually... Wow, gunpowder is placeable in the world today, I learned. At least in this pack. So eventually, he'll like run out of his trades. The gunpowder will sit there, but then he'll restock. And he'll be good again. Is that cool? I think that's cool. Now, if you like still haven't restocked, I'm just gonna use a bunch of tick accelerating on you and see if you in any way respond to tick accelerating. Because like that's the question: is how does the restock timer work? He will eventually restock though, right? I think. I'm not villager expert by any stretch. Cool though, right? Kind of like it. And then we can come over here and feed him and get the MC out. That's fun. That's neat. And I'm curious to see, like, what happens in the future, right? Like, do we get even more goodness out of it? Because, like, my imagining is that, like, there might be even better trades later on. I don't know, but maybe. We can figure it out. Yeah, see, this dude needs some restocking like nobody's business. And I'm not handing in emeralds to get. That's just, I'll wait for time. Yeah. Okay. So at this point, we just need to wait a little bit, but I can do that. Gunpowder and then spider eyes. I'll be back. I think the key is I need more oceanographers. That'll be the trick. Now I'm pretty sure Easy Villagers has a breeder of some kind, but like when they breed, do they maintain their? I don't think so. But we could probably find our way towards more oceanographers, right? I think so. All right, so here's what I've done. I've muted my villager sounds, at least in this spot. I will probably go look for more villagers and consider how I can automate this. But the main reason I was doing this was to get more emeralds. So I'm going to put my potions and my apples away. I'll put my auto trader away. You can actually go back in here as EMC. That's fine. Let's look at upgrading you to spirited. How big of a deal would that be? So if I want you to be spirited, start. That should be cool, right? Now making spirited dudes might take just a minute at that rate, right? How are we looking here? Not terrible. Not terrible. But we should definitely get more lasers happening. And so we shall, right? More lasers will definitely be a thing that happens. And I'm okay with this. We should have enough battery to get the craft, right, to happen here. So you're going to make some spirited capacitors, you're going to make some spirited crystals, and then we should be cool to make a spirited fernator. Now, the other thing I wanted to look at was infinite fuel. Now, it costs a little bit of EMC, but like we're okay at this point, right? So if I got a tablet, and then we said infinite fuel, and for that we're going to need some coal. Is it a star? Good question. I don't know. We're going to teach it, so now it's learned. And then here's the plan. Can we use infinite fuel instead of this? I think that would be more efficient, in my humblest of opinions, right? Because right now, we're kind of like backstuffing on EMC. So like, yes, this thing's producing EMC for us, but also no, this thing is not doing what I would want it to do in terms of like running all the time. So what if instead we targeted dark matter? See, look how much EMC we've got 2 dark matters worth of EMC, probably close to 3 sitting here, not being properly generated, right? And also, we don't have much by way of antimatter relays and stuff. Like, we could really amp this up and be producing far more dark matter passively with collectors and relays and all that stuff, right? It's my thought. But I'm pretty sure infinite fuel, this item will not be consumed, fuel will be provided via your EMC. So, yeah. So if we take a look at this fernator dude, really, how many spirited capacitors do you take? Oh, you only make 1? Because you make 2 per craft, and you make 1, and you make 1, and you make 1. Okay. So I guess higher tier capacitors are slower. Do I need to teach you like the progression of rods? I feel like I do, much as I don't want to have to. But if we want to do this, not going to be fun. I feel like I'm going to do this once and then never again. But all good. So are you done? You are done. Sweet. So if I put this here and then I put this in here, is that cool? Like, is that just working? Are we running all the time? I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like that's pretty good. Wish there was a good way for me to easily see how much RF per tick we're generating here. But, you know what the trick is? Flip this lever and go home and see if we're net gaining. Or at least... pretty close. It's pretty close to net gaining, so we're definitely producing more power than we're using, which is awesome, because it means I can just leave that out there and call it a day, right? I can leave that thing running. Now, eventually, we're going to completely clear out, right, all the dirt and everything, but like, that's okay. So I'm going to see if I can get 3 of these. I just need more block of quartz, which probably quartz is in my... I like this dude just popping in my house like he's allowed in here. Love that. Quartz, please. That'll be fine, right? Yeah, we'll let all that run. So for now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Come back next time. I will see if these traders have restocked themselves. Hopefully they will. I'm assuming this just kind of happens passively. And then we'll try to get to a point where like we can really make a good EMC farm out of them. And that'll be like a background thing at this point, right? I'll just kind of see and let you guys know if that's working out well or not. And then in tandem to that, you know, I think this will be a nice little EMC boost for us. Amping this up would be good. And then we're going to look into more ways to generate huge amounts of EMC, especially now that we have more power. to keep things going. Maybe we have more power? I can't. Maybe we're losing power. We might be losing power. I don't know. I think it depends, like, what resources we're mining. I think different resources have different power costs, but I'm honestly not sure. Either way, all good. That was when I sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time and continue having fun in this pack. For now, take it easy.